Hello, my name is Joseph Lee, and this is the 9th worksheet for YLAC first graders. So first off, on the first page, we have, let me just color change real quick. We have subtraction number sentences. It says, write subtraction number sentences for the picture stories. So we've done this many times, and let's do that again. First off, we count the total number of objects, in this case, dragonflies. So how many dragonflies are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dragonflies. So 9 will be our this number on the left here, and the number that we're going to represent the amount of dragonflies that are leaving is going to be put on the right here, to the right of the subtraction sign. So how many dragonflies are leaving? We count 1, 2, 3, 4 dragonflies. So 4 will be put here, and we count out the amount of dragonflies we have left, which is 5 as we've counted on the left there. So that's the first example problem done. We just put 5 here just to notate that. Let's do 4 next. So 4, we've followed the same process. Count the total amount of dragonflies. Let me do that again. Count the total amount of dragonflies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dragonflies in total. And on the right here, we have the dragonflies that are leaving currently. So we count 1, 2, and 3 dragonflies that are leaving. And the amount of dragonflies that are left over is represented by this group on the left here, which we count to be 9 dragonflies, and that completes this number sentence. We just put the 9 there to finish off the problem. Now we move on to page 2, which is some more subtraction word problems. Let's do the first one here and the third one here. Okay, so it says read and solve the word problems. For the first one, it says that Tiffany saw 8 kayaks. So 8 kayaks. 4 kayaks paddled away. How many kayaks were left? Now, if we look at the example problem up here, we see that it's kind of a similar problem, right? Except we are seeing kayaks here instead of sailboats. Now it says Connor saw 7 sailboats, and we see this number 7 here. The reason why we put 7 up here is because it's the number that we are eventually going to be subtracting from. So 8 goes here. And it says 4 kayaks paddled away. And that means we're going to be subtracting 4 kayaks from the previous amount, or the 8 kayaks that Tiffany saw. How many kayaks are left? Well, we just subtract 8 minus 4, or subtract 4 from 8 if you want to phrase it that way. We will eventually get 4 kayaks left. For number 3, we do the same thing. It says Jordan saw 8 surfboards. So 8 surfboards will be the number that we're subtracting from. So we put 8 on top. And 2 surfboards floated away. So this means that we are going to be subtracting 2 from 8. So we put a minus 2 there. And ask how many surfboards were left. The reason why it's bolded in, or the word left is bolded, is because it tells us that we need to subtract. Now we just need to do 8 minus 2, and if we do that operation really quick, we will get 6 eventually. Alright, now let's move on to page 3. It says that, first it says sign up. Look at the problem. What is missing? The problem needs a plus or minus sign. So it looks like we're going to be having to determine if it needs a plus or minus sign. It says write plus or minus in the box to make the problem true. For this one, let's do 1, 6, 11, and 16. Make a nice diagonal. Alright, so the first problem, we have 1, or not 1, but 5 something 5 equals 10. Now, the reason, or the way we can determine if it's a plus or minus sign is to determine if the result is bigger or smaller than this number right here. Now, let's go through how that helps us in this case. So in this case, if we compare the resultant, or the resultant number, which is 10, and the original number, which is 5, we see that 10 is a greater number than 5. Now, the only way to get a greater number from a smaller number is to add something to that smaller number. Now, add means plus sign, so we'll have to put a plus sign here, which, if we do this operation, is going to be 5 plus 5 equals 10, which is true. Alright, so same thing here. We take a look at the resultant number, and we take a look at the original number. 8 is greater than 2, so we know we have to add something to that 2 to make it 8. So again, this will be plus sign. Now let's take a look at this. The resultant number is 2, and the original number is 8. The only way we can get a smaller number from a bigger number is by subtracting something from that bigger number. So we know this has to be a minus. And if we do this calculation out, then we know, or we will get 2 as our answer. Now let's do this again. We compare the resultant number, 10, from 4. 10 is greater than 4, so we know that we have to add something to 4 to get 10. So this will be addition. Alright, let's move on to the final page. Addition facts 11 and 12. Write a number sentence about the pictures. Let's do just 1 and 2. Alright, so it seems like it's going to be adding this time, and it's about 11 and 12. Addition facts. So on the right side, or sorry, not on the right side, for the left side, we have 1, 2, 3 oranges. So we put a 3 here. Very straightforward. Same thing about the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 oranges. We count on the right side. And if we want to add them all up, we get 11 as our answer. And same process for this one, or number 2. We count the amount of objects on the left side, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cherries. So we put 9 here. We count the amount of cherries on the right, which is just 2. So we add them all up, and we get 11 as well. If we want to represent this on a number line, we could just do we start at 9, since we counted 9 here, and then we just mark up some numbers along the number line, and then add 2, which means we're just moving 2 spaces to the right of 9, and which we end up with 11. That is it for this worksheet. Thank you for listening, and have a good day.